Woman's body briefly touches yours in just the right way. It's a strong hint she's interested. Pay careful attention because I'm about to share a little known secret about how women feel that many men completely miss. There are subtle actions, often difficult to see, that her body shows when she has already chosen you in her heart. I'm going to share 7 specific actions that prove her feelings without her needing to speak a word. The last one, number 7, is so powerful that sharp, smart men use it like a natural instinct. Learn this well and you'll never have to question yourself again. But let me ask you this. How often do you feel that spark of excitement in the air? No kisses, no long talks, but you can feel something beginning. Her hands might be moving slightly, her eyes glancing away, and then back to you. That casual flip of her hair. She does. You might think it's just your imagination, but trust me, it's real. Here's the plain truth. Women don't always say everything clearly. They feel things deeply first. And when her body starts to send signals, it's louder than any text. Why subtle touch matters message she could send. This is based on brain science about how we interact with others. We show our feelings before our logical mind begins to work. It's the emotional part of the brain working. A pure immediate reaction. And that's the real game, but it's a quiet one. A man who can't see these signals misses out on great chances. The one who can. He builds real relationships, depth, and connection, because he approaches with focus, self-assurance, and a strong masculine presence. So stay with me. Hit that like button right now and subscribe because I'm sharing knowledge that no one else discusses. At the end, I'll give you a chance to get my ebook, Attraction Secrets, where you'll learn how to draw her in easily and honestly, without cheesy lines or demanding methods. Let's dive into the science. 7 touches, 7 signals, 7 clear invitations. First up, she tidies up her clothing like playing with her cuffs or neckline. When a woman is into you, she becomes more aware of how she looks. She might pull at her sleeve, smooth down her skirt's edge, adjust her collar, run her hand over the fabric, or even slide a bra strap back into place. It's not just about appearances, it's those excited nerves starting up. Her body softly saying, I want you to see me. Picture the two of you having a fun, friendly chat. She's adjusting her outfit as if she's getting ready for something important, even though she looked great before you arrived. Do you know what that means? It's a sign of flirting. Her body is preparing to stand out. Have you noticed this before? Keep watching. There's more to come. And keeping your energy calm and steady matters too. It's what makes your presence solid and appealing. I know a man in his 40s, balancing family life, who noticed this and felt more connected to everything. Next, she might touch her neck or collarbone. That area is exposed and sensitive. When she runs her fingers there, plays with a necklace, or lets her hand rest near her collarbone, it's not accidental. This shows she trusts you on a deeper level. It's a mix of attraction and feeling secure. Experts call this a display action, revealing a soft side when you create a blend of desire and safety. Many men ignore this, but you're not the only one who misses these signals. We can change that. Imagine if noticing this boosted your confidence. Then there's the way the emotional meaning behind physical cues, uses her lips. If she gently bites them, applies lip balm slowly, presses them together, or rests her fingers there while looking at you, my friend, that's pure desire. Lips represent passion everywhere. Her mind is getting her ready for closeness, even if she doesn't fully realize it. If you notice this, don't hurry your words. Just hold eye contact and smile naturally. Your vibe does the most important work. Does this feel true to you? It's a common experience for many guys. That inner strength, it's all about staying motivated, like keeping your energy high after age 30. Fourth, she might move her legs around. She crosses and uncrosses them, rubs her thigh, changes positions, or taps her knee. This shows she has some excited feelings and built-up energy. A woman who feels nothing stays still, but one who is drawn to you, she will move. And if she's doing this while staring at your eyes, you are definitely not just anyone to her. Sometimes losing focus can be a real issue, but even a quick read like this can help you get back on track. Think about that tired feeling after work. Paying attention to those small signals can really increase your energy for family time too. Now, let's talk about her playing with her hair. It's a typical move, and honestly, it's pretty honest. She's twirling strands, moving them aside, wrapping the ends and tucking them behind her ear. It's just something women do. When attraction starts, her excitement levels rise, and she puts that rush into action. Her hair becomes a way to show her interest. Plus, it's a subtle way of flirting. It's like saying, "Hey, I'm here and I'm interested in you." A lot of men in their 50s have told me that they've noticed this, and it really lifts their spirits. And if you start paying attention to these cues, it can really improve your presence in any situation. Next up, she picks up her phone, but doesn't truly use it much. This is a newer observation. She grabs it, flips it around, sets it down, picks it up again, locks and unlocks it, but doesn't type anything. It's not boredom. It's more like she's hiding some strong understanding nonverbal signals. Emotion. She's feeling a bit nervous, but you can feel it. Your presence is stirring something in her. Don't confuse this with not caring. If you've misunderstood this before, don't worry. You're not alone. We've all been there. Lastly, she's fiddling with her fingers, nails, or hands. This is the most secret yet most honest sign. If she's rubbing her fingers, clasping her palms, twisting a ring, playing with a bracelet, brushing her nails, or squeezing her fist, it's a clear sign of openness. Her body is trying to reduce the tension. It means she's feeling a lot and trying to stay composed. Smart guys notice this. Do you see it? Just take a breath. No need to prove anything. Just be present, steady, and calm. A soft, deeper voice and steady eye contact can really change things because it shows inner strength. So how many of these signs have you noticed and failed to act on? How many women were ready to connect with you and you missed them? Learning to catch these quiet cues doesn't make you pushy. It makes you aware. And awareness pulls like a magnet. Women sense a man who's attuned, observant, and sure. It's all about the feeling, the flow, real brain chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, adrenaline. If this makes sense to you, hit that like and subscribe button now. You're just starting to understand attraction's true power. And if you want to master these insights for good, click the link for my ebook, Attraction Secrets. There, I guide you to be the guy she feels drawn to before any touch. Because in the end, it's not her words that matter. It's what her body can't keep hidden. I'm Dr. Natalia Williams. Catch you in the next video. Until then, watch closely. Her body talks to you every single time. If this connected with you, drop a like and comment. Let's dive deeper into the physical space between you. The simple idea of closeness is a massive signal. If she starts to angle her body towards you when you are talking, pulling her shoulder or her hip a few inches closer, that's a clear bridge being built. She's not just sitting nudely, she's directing her focus, her whole physical, when interest becomes connection, being towards your center. This shift in body direction is a move from polite interest to personal interest. She is allowing you into her personal zone, that invisible bubble of comfort and safety. Most people naturally keep that zone reserved. But when she starts to lean in across the table, or she moves her chair just a bit closer without a clear reason, her body is saying, "I want to be nearer to you." This physical alignment is like a non-spoken agreement that says, "I like your company right here, right now." And if she maintains that close distance, even when others join the conversation or the setting changes, that strong physical pull is a testament to her interest. Now let's talk about mirroring effect. This is a powerful human instinct. When someone is genuinely attracted to you or feels a strong connection, they will often copy your movements without even thinking about it. You touch your chin, and a moment later, she touches hers. You shift your weight, and she shifts hers. You lean back slightly, and she subtly leans back too. This isn't her making fun. It's her brain sending a message that she is completely in sync with you, that she feels what you feel in that moment. It's an unconscious dance of agreement and harmony. If you notice her matching your actions, try a small simple test. Change your posture, like resting your hand on the back of your neck or picking up your drink, and see if she does something similar shortly after. If she mirrors your actions, that's a huge sign her emotional walls are down and she sees you as a safe, like-minded person. This deep level of non-conscious mirroring is difficult to fake and very revealing about her true comfort level and attraction. It shows you're on the same frequency. Think about her voice and her speed of speaking. When a woman is attracted, her vocal pitch might become slightly higher, or sometimes she might speak more softly and slower when talking directly to you. This subtle change is her voice trying to be more appealing or more intimate. She might drop her voice a little bit, making you need to lean in to catch her words. This act of you leaning in is a direct physical bridge she is trying to create. Also, pay attention to her laughter. Is she laughing a lot at your jokes? Even the ones that aren't that funny. This isn't just politeness. Genuine frequent how confidence influences attraction. Laughter is a social tool that signals happiness and approval. If she laughs often, and her laugh sounds bright and genuine when you are speaking, she's sending a clear message that she enjoys your energy and finds you captivating. This audio cue is just as important as the physical ones. Let's move to the eye connection, which is probably the most talked about but often misunderstood signal. It's not just about her looking at you. It's about how she looks when she's interested. You might notice the long gaze. She holds your eyes for a moment longer than a casual connection. But the most telling sign is the quick three-part look. She glances at your eyes, then quickly down to your mouth, then back to your eyes again. That brief moment of looking at your lips is a strong flash of desire. Her mind is briefly imagining a different kind of closeness. Another signal is pupil dilation. In lower light, if her pupils look slightly larger when she looks at you, it's a biological response to interest or excitement, something she has no control over. Her body is letting in more light to focus on the person who is causing her brain to release those feel-good chemicals. A woman who is not interested will break eye contact quickly and avoid repeated glances. But if she is constantly seeking your gaze and maintaining it even after you look away and look back, she is mentally and emotionally locked onto you. Consider the use of props or objects near her. If she's holding a glass, a coffee cup, or even her phone, and she starts turning it, or gently rubbing her thumb along the edge while you are talking, this is a form of displacement activity. It's like the fiddling with her hands, but using an object. It shows she has excited, pent-up energy that she is channeling into that small, subtle action. It's her way of calming those nerves of attraction. This isn't a sign of distraction. It's a sign of focused energy directed towards you. The source of her heightened feelings. A woman who is bored will simply put the object down or look around. A woman who is drawn to you will keep the object in motion near her and near you. She's focused. But those feelings are bubbling up, and the object is acting as a vent for the pressure of attraction. We also need to revisit the hair toss with more detail. The classic hair flip is often mentioned, but look for the specific motion. She doesn't just push her hair away. She gently exposes her neck and the side of her face to you. The neck area, the base of the throat, is a very vulnerable place. By opening up this area to you, she is making herself feel more exposed, which is a sign of deepening trust and comfort. When she does this slowly and with a slight tilt of her head, it's a powerful nonverbal message that says, "I feel safe with you, and I want you to see me." She's not just moving her hair out of the way, she is inviting your Esther Pell's core insight attention to her sensitive exposed skin. This is ancient instinctive behavior tied to feeling secure with a potential mate. Pay close attention to that specific head tilt and the moment of exposure. It's a brief but strong signal. Let's talk about her feet and legs when you are seated. Her feet can often tell the most honest story because they are the furthest from her conscious mind. If her feet are pointed directly towards you, regardless of the way her upper body is angled, her instinctive desire is to move towards you. The direction her feet are pointing is the direction she unconsciously wants to go. If her body is turned slightly away because she is being polite or talking to someone else, but her feet and knees are still angled in your direction, her mind is dilated. He cooks, he sleeps well, he manages stress, he has friendships, he does not need a partner to rescue him from himself. And while this can feel refreshing, it can also feel destabilizing because if he doesn't need you to survive, then what role do you play? Desire becomes mutual choice rather than necessity, and choice is more vulnerable than obligation. He does not rush toward labels, not because he fears commitment, but because he respects it. He understands that intimacy is built through shared experiences, not declarations. He watches how conflict is handled. He notices how attraction behaves over time. He is curious about patterns, not promises. This patience often contradicts dating advice that encourages quick escalation. But for him, depth requires observation. He knows that compatibility reveals itself in how two people recover from misunderstanding, not how quickly they attach. There is also a quiet erotic authority in a man who knows his body. Fitness after 40 is not about performance. It is about presence. He moves differently. He occupies space without apology. He touches with intention rather than final thoughts and take away urgency. and this can disrupt expectations. Some women are used to being pursued physically in ways that are rushed or transactional, but he is slower, more attuned. He understands that desire grows when anticipation is allowed to breathe. He also does something that unsettles traditional dynamics. He chooses selectively. He is not flattered by attention alone. He does not confuse chemistry with compatibility. And because his life is already full, he does not mold himself to fit someone else's expectations. This can feel unfamiliar to women who are used to men adapting, pleasing, or negotiating their identity for the sake of connection. His boundaries are not walls, they are filters, and being filtered can feel like rejection even when it is simply discernment. Another rule he breaks is emotional transparency. Contrary to stereotypes, many fit men over 40 are deeply reflective. They have processed heartbreak, failure, and disappointment. They are willing to talk about fear, aging, regret, but they do not perform vulnerability to gain closeness. They share when trust is earned, not as a strategy. This makes emotional intimacy feel less theatrical and more grounded, less about confession, more about consistency. He is also less impressed by potential and more attentive to reality. Younger dating often revolves around what someone could become. At this stage, he looks at how someone lives now, how they speak about their past, how they treat their body, how they manage frustration. Attraction is no longer fueled by fantasy alone. It is informed by observation. And this realism can feel confronting in a dating culture that thrives on projection. Perhaps the most disruptive rule he breaks is that he is comfortable walking away. Not dramatically, not resentfully, but calmly. He has learned that solitude is not failure. He has learned that peace is not a consolation prize. And because he does not fear being alone, he does not tolerate relationships that require self-abandonment. This does not make him cold. It makes him honest. And honesty, when it does not beg, can feel intimidating for women accustomed to being the emotional compass. This shift can provoke self-questioning. Am I desired? Am I needed? Am I enough? But the deeper invitation here is different with him. You are not asked to complete him. You are asked to meet him, to bring your fullness rather than your usefulness, to engage not from anxiety, but from choice. This is not the familiar terrain of romantic sacrifice. It is the terrain of mutual sovereignty. And yet, beneath all of this strength, discipline, and composure, there is tenderness. A man who has trained his body over decades understands fragility. He knows injury, he knows limits, he respects recovery, he understands that strength is temporary if it is not cared for. And in relationships, this translates into respect for pacing, for consent, for emotional recovery. He does not push love to perform, he allows it to evolve. The real disruption is not that fit men over 40 break dating rules. It is that they expose how many of those rules were built on imbalance, on neediness disguised as romance, on pursuit used to mask insecurity, on urgency used to avoid self-confrontation. When he shows up grounded, regulated, and self-directed, the old scripts stop working and something more honest is required. This does not mean he is better. It means he is different. And difference always unsettled systems that depend on predictability. Dating him requires presence, self-awareness, and emotional literacy. It requires letting go of the idea that love must look a certain way to be real. Invites a relationship that is not about being chosen to be saved.